Warrior II, Virabhadrasana II, one of my favorite poses. It's our powerful warrior ready for battle, and it's the pose you'll find me doing drunk the most because it's very stable. Also, it's my favorite pose. It's a strong pose, so very common in most yoga practices. Let's start with our foundation and how wide we keep our feet. Anything that's a gentle class or for beginners, I usually like to have people take a wide stance with their feet parallel to the edges of the mat and then just rotate that front leg out. The alignment is heel to arch on the feet, and my front leg, in this case my right leg, is externally rotated where I'm trying to keep this left leg and my hips to the side staying neutral. So I've got this right leg externally rotated. That leg in front is what makes it an external pose, as well as what side we're on. This is our right warrior two on the right side. We're gonna bend into the knee, and I'm trying to get my knee stacked or pointing over my middle toes. So my right foot is spread nice and wide. I've got this strong foundation, and this gives me this little bit of external rotation. For me, it's a bit of an inner thigh stretch. Some people feel that, some people don't. It's almost as if I was pushing into the outside of that right leg. My knee is stacked slightly behind or right over the right ankle. We are trying to avoid it going beyond the ankle for that ankle joint. If this is the case, then you probably can find a wider stance. So as you get more flexible through the hips and stronger, then the wider your stance might become. I'm gonna bring it in just a little bit. This knee can be all the way down to 90 degrees. For people who are doing a really deep warrior two. For this back foot, I'm grounding into the outer edge of my left foot. That's creating stability. I'm almost imagining there's this little scissoring effect of the thighs to really engage all the way through my torso and my hips. So I've got my right knee open. Heel, if I drew a line back, goes to the back arch or heel, kind of towards the middle or back of that foot. And then my whole upper body is in mountain pose for my torso. So if I'm really hinged here, or some people are leaning back, we want to really bring those hips neutral if possible. And then keep that right leg nice and open. Nice long spine, engaging the core. And then the arms come out to the side to a T. And with the arms, we're keeping our shoulders down. And we're imagining all those muscles are hugging the bone. So I'm pressing through my fingertips, and you can see my muscles engaging all around those bones. And then I'm gazing out my right fingertips, drop those shoulders down, bending into the front knee, keeping it nice and open, grounding through the outside of the left foot. And I'm breathing here. This is our warrior, looking into the horizon, ready for whatever lies ahead. Couple little pointers here. If you feel like your quad is doing all the work, you can press down into your heel on the right foot. That's going to engage your hamstring a little bit more. So I'm using both the ball of my foot and the heel. And then those arms are nice and strong, keeping this knee open. It always wants to come in. We want to keep it open. And here is our strong warrior two. As you're learning warrior two, you can shorten your stance. You can bring that left foot in a little bit until you get a little bit stronger, a little bit more flexible. I also like to keep the spacing right where my hands and feet would be in my plank or down dog, so that if I'm stepping forward into warrior two, I have almost the same alignment without having to move my feet from that place. So this is the alignment that works for me. You can always straighten it out, take it to the left side in a more gentle class, or if you want to do both sides. All right, that's my favorite one, Virabhadrasana II, Warrior II.